1 year into the pandemic, many Americans continue to struggle with social isolation, nutrition, health challenges. So many of us have been stagnant inside of our homes. Yeah. According to a recent survey by AARP, Americans aged 50 and older say isolation from friends and family has been more challenging than concerns over their own mental health.
Yeah, the struggle is real. So joining us now to give you some tips on how to incorporate healthy solutions into your daily life is registered dietitian and best-selling author Joy Bauer. Joy!
What's up, Joy?
It's always a joy to see you.
Hey, guys!
Hi! Okay.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy to be here with you guys.
Oh,
yes,
Joy,
back to you. So, we've been forced to stay distant from our loved ones over this last year. How has that really affected our nutrition and our health over the past year? Because we've heard so many people have gained some weight.
Mm-hmm.
It has totally thrown everybody off balance, and like hunkered down at home 24/7 for, it's hard to believe we're saying for a full year. Actually, we've surpassed the year at this point. Means like we're in and out of the kitchen several hundred times a day, and people have really been enjoying a lot of comfort foods. So I do want to say that we can easily turn this around. The simplest thing everybody could start doing today to elevate their health is to incorporate a produce item into every single meal. And when I say produce, I mean vegetables and fruits. And here's why. They're high volume, they're low in calories, so they fill us up without filling us out. So that's great for weight management. But most importantly, they're packed with the good stuff: vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fiber. So they shower our bodies in the best way possible. They boost brain power, they boost our energy, they lower cholesterol, they manage our blood sugars, our blood pressure. It checks every single box. So get that produce.
Yeah,
okay.
I said I was going to do it this week. I got my strawberries every day this week now, Joy. So talk to me about loneliness right now, because people are feeling isolated, they feel lonely, and they're looking for ways to combat that while also maintaining, though, the healthy social relationships, right? As we get vaccinated, we start to bring people back into our lives, right?
Right. And it's a really good point, because there's a national survey. It was commissioned by Barclays, and they found that half of Americans 50 years and older say that they're more depressed and down and concerned about isolation from friends and family than they are about specific health concerns. I mean, that's a huge number. Yeah. So here's what everybody can do, because it's going to be a slow pivot into our normalized life. The first thing I would say is you want to schedule regular weekly virtual video chats or FaceTimes with your kids, with your grandkids, with your friends, and with your loved ones. Even if you have nothing to say, you just want to connect and socialize. It just feels so good. Another thing people can do is you can volunteer for a charity virtually. So find a charity that's near and dear to your heart, something that you're passionate about. You could help them make phone calls to donors. Maybe you could assist with mailings. You could do all sorts of fundraising initiatives right from your home. And again, it makes you feel productive. You could join a virtual book club or a card game, or you could cook with me on Tuesday nights during my Amazon live shows. Those are always really fun, and they're interactive. And everybody needs to know about taking advantage of resources that are out there. So one that's really good to know about is AARP's foundation. They have a website. It's connecttoaffect.org. Plethora of skills and tools that help combat loneliness and feelings of isolation. So everybody, go there and check it out.
It's all important.
Another thing I want to tell you about is
let me ask you really quickly, though, Joy.
It's so important.
When we focus on older adults specifically, because a lot of folks just have not been able to get that contact with them simply because of the virus, what are some of the other issues that they have been facing besides the isolation?
Medical costs are a really, really big worry with older people that are having, constraints with their finances right now. So I'm really glad that you asked this. So we were talking about AARP's foundation. So AARP has an Essential Rewards MasterCard by Barclays, and it is the only card that actually gives 2% cash back on medical costs and 3% cash back on pharmacy purchases. I mean, that's pretty huge. Everybody's trying to save in any way they can. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go to aarp.creditcard.com. So there's a lot of great information out there, but I think it's about being better with your food. So eating more strategically, exercising more, get out there and walk 30 minutes a day connect with your loved ones and do everything that you can financially to save.
Yeah,
I think those are like the big things.
Good tips. Yes,
Joy.
Feeling hopeful.
Joy.
I think it's going to be a new year ahead.
Oh, gosh, I hope so. And I hope your attitude and your perspective really helps so many people. You mentioned a book club. You could do a documentary club. I happen to have one here on PIX11.
Oh, here
but
we
also,
go.
Joy, I got to say, your cooking stuff is phenomenal. You've got a fan here. I literally wait on Tuesdays to see what you're doing on Instagram, and then I try it myself. Doesn't quite come out like yours. But thank you for what you do.
Dan, you got to tag me on some of these
I
recipes.
will.
Like,
I will.
I want to see
Okay.
what you make.
Okay, it doesn't quite look like
that
yours.
makes me so happy.
Joy, you know I love you. You can catch
I
Joy
love
on
you
her
guys
weekly Amazon
so
Live
much.
show, Health, Happiness, and Joy.
Thanks, Joy.
so much.
Always great to see you. Take care.